Hi there, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie. We're back to organizing, and I think these are the last of my theme bins that are not considered every day, and this is Christmas. I have two bins. It's all full of who knows what. There's probably 12 by 12 stickers, chipboard, ephemera packs, all of that good stuff. So let me do a preliminary sort and come back and show you what's what and what my plans are. Okay, so I found some odds and ends. This alpha one from Bella Boulevard, I'm going to purge that. These are actually like cut aparts, but they came in a 12 by 12 sheet. I am going to take these apart and put them with all of the other packages. So those are all going to go in my die cut sticker binder for Christmas. Speaking of which, I also had some pages in there that never made their way into the binder, probably because it was full. So those are going to be tagged and put in there like all the others. I also found a fall one in here, misfiled, so that's going to go in my fall bin. I separated out all the 12 by 12 stickers from the 12 by 12 chipboard, and I separated it by winter and by Christmas. Now, when it comes to cardstock, I have it also separated by mood and feel. Like winter, I have whimsical and like vintage, and for Christmas I have it separated by color, by feel. So it's like traditional vintage, traditional whimsical, that kind of thing. I'm not doing that for these because number one, these are all just going back in the bins anyways, and I'd rather just have them sorted alphabetically by manufacturer so that if I'm using a line, I just know to go to the Christmas section or the winter section. Paper is a little different story. Okay, now I keep these together because I can use winter for Christmas, but I do like to have them separated because not all winter paper is Christmas themed. So this is the winter section, and then this is what I have for Christmas. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to put winter in one bin and Christmas in the other. I just don't think that that's going to happen, but let's just see where we get. So I am going to keep this Bow Bunny, and I've got Winter Market, a Perfect Winter, and Hello Winter. Oh, and I have two papers from Hello Winter. One with the icons and then one with the alphas. I'm going to keep those all. We move into Photo Play. I've got Frostival for the Love of Winter. That's so pretty. Snowball Fight. And then I've got Winter Meadow, and I've got two of these. Now, here's the other thing. I've been getting rid of the doubles in all the other themes because I generally wouldn't use them more often. Because kind of like once I've used it, I've used it. But because I make Christmas cards, actually this one should go in Christmas. Yeah, this one should go in Christmas because it's got Merry Christmas and stuff on there. So I'm going to move that over to Christmas section. But anyways, I'm keeping both of them because one I could use for both scrapbooking and for card making. Okay, long story short. Simple Stories Sub-Zero, and then we get into the chipboard. Now the chipboard, 12 by 12, I like to mount on a cardstock piece and put it in a sleeve. And when I was doing this initially, I didn't necessarily do it in alphabetical order. So there's like Cardabella and Echo Park are mixed and matched, and I'm okay with that. It just is what it is. So those are all staying. Now we move into the Christmas. This Bella Boulevard one, I'm going to purge that. We've got Christmas from Cardabella. Kind of got that farmhouse. This is Christmas Time, and to be honest, I don't love this Santa, but I do love some of these other icons, so I am going to hold on to it. Farmhouse Christmas, Happy Christmas, have a Merry Christmas, okay? Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings. And then we move into, this was left over from a Close to My Heart kit. And then Echo Park, a Cozy Christmas, perfect. This is Creative Memories. And actually that should go after Close to My Heart. And these were the, so Creative Memories does the 6 by 12 sheets, or roughly 6 by 12. And I just put them on some like cardstock I was going to purge. And I might do that with some of the other ones just because I like having all the stickers together, and the different sizes kind of throw me for a loop. A Perfect Christmas, and then Gnome for Christmas. Again, probably not something I would use for scrapbooking, but would use for cards. Now, you're probably going to say, well, then why don't you pull it out and put in your card kit? Christmas is such a very specific theme that I just don't see me needing to break those out. Story of Christmas. This is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I have 2 of these. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold on to both of them. Just hard to purge when you make cards. And you know you can use them there. What is this? This is Photoplay North Pole Trading Company. Isn't that cute? Photoplay Christmas Memories. And I've got 2 of those. Here Comes Santa. It's a Wonderful Christmas. I love the introduction of blue. And I do have 2 of those as well. Maybe this year I'll have to, you know, challenge myself to use up one of the double sheets for Christmas cards. Stickers for Christmas cards. Not a Creature Was Stirring. That's adorable. Sugar Plum Christmas. Very different color scheme. Love that. Then we into Simple Stories. This is Baking Spirits Bright. Now this one I will purge one of them. I have 2 sheets here. This is Simple Stories Country Christmas. I would not use these for cards. I just don't see me making any cards out of them. So particularly because the banners are 12 by 12. So I'm going to purge one and keep the other. Holly Jolly. Simple Vintage Christmas. Dear Santa. Now I love this Santa. He's so cute. And I love this one too. Simple Vintage North Pole. Snow Pine Lodge. Technically, I guess I could put this under snow, but I do see like the Holly Jolly Jingle Bells Be Merry, so I am going to leave that in here. This was from Creative Memories, so that should go over here. And I don't remember the name of the collection, so we're just going to stick it in and call it done. Now this was Webster's Pages. It's Christmas. It's from 2013. I'm actually going to purge this one. And then we move into chipboards. We've got Cardabella. I've got 2 of these, but they are cute and would work great on cards. So I'm going to hold on to them. A lot of the same lines again as the stickers because these, you know, Echo Park does a lot of sales. Plus, I also purchased stuff from Tuesday Morning at one point. I think I'm going to purge this. So this was the one where I like the stickers, but I don't know if I like the stickers and the chipboard enough. So let me purge that one. And Have a Merry Christmas. More chipboard. This is from Cozy Christmas My Mind's Eye. I don't know. I've had this one for a long time. Maybe I can make a couple cards out of them. And then Paige Evans Sugar Plum Wishes. Okay. So let me add the Photoplay back in and get these put in a bin, and then we'll talk about what's next. Okay, I have a few chipboard sets that I could combine. I've got Echo Park Happy Holidays, Simple Stories Dear Santa, and Snow Pine, and also Joyful. I don't think Joyful will combine with any because of the size. And I just don't know if I'm feeling up to making them work, so I might just throw those in the bin as is. These are all the 6 by 12 items. I've got some 49 and Market laser cut greenery. I suppose that once I start pulling these apart, if there's like only bits and pieces, I'll move them to the die cut sticker binder, but for now I'll leave them in here. I've got Cocoa Vanilla, just a couple sheets from there, and then some sets from Creative Memories, and I think I'm actually just going to purge these. And this is also from Creative Memories, and I think I'm going to purge those as well. This is close to my heart, and I think I'm going to purge this too. Some Doodlebug, which I definitely will use to make cards, no fear there. Hip Kit from Cozy Adventures. So this is probably more Christmas theme. I mean, this is probably more winter theme than Christmas, but I don't think I have too much winter theme stuff. So I think I might just leave this in the stack. And then we've got Hip Kit Ho Ho Ho, some chipboard and stuff. Hip Kit Make a Wish. I've got a few items from there. Winter. Oh, this is Winter Moments with You. Again, I could move those 3, but again, I just don't think having winter in its own bin makes any sense. So anyways, we'll just leave it. And then Hip Kit Wish Season, we got some Paige Evans. These are super old Pebbles stickers. I don't even know how old these are. Do they have a year on them? It doesn't look like it. These are at least 15 years, but I thought these would make a really cute December daily. Pink Fresh Holiday Magic. Oh, what fun. And then we got some Simple Stories numbers, which, you know, if you do December daily are great. This is Baking Spirits Bright. And I have 2 of the Hearth and Holiday foam. But you guys, I could definitely put these on Christmas cards, so I'm going to keep both of those. So not a lot of purging at this point. Okay, let's see what else we've got going on here. Okay, so let's talk about stickers. Now, a lot of the lines repeat themselves. So I've got something from December Daily. I've got some puffy stickers. I've got some word stickers, more puffies. You guys, I think I'm going to just put all of these in my Christmas die cut sticker binder, just so I don't have these floating around, because they're an odd size. This is actually a bunch of sticker sheets in here. This is 156 die cuts. And I just think I'd be able to see them a little better. These I probably won't, just because they're bulky. But everything else, and those maybe not. I think everything else I'm just going to put in the die cut sticker binder. And then let's say with these 3 I'll just leave as is again, because they're a little bit bulkier. Speaking of bulky, I also have these buttons I'll leave in here. These bows don't really translate very well. And then I have some charms and sequin mixes. Those are all going to go back in the bin. And then I have sticker books, and these are pretty thin. And I'm just trying to decide if I want to keep these or not. I think I will, and I think I'm going to keep them in the sticker book. I contemplated moving them out, but I think I'm going to keep them in. Now I have 2 of these, and here's the thing. This repeats itself, so I already have doubles. Now these are nice stickers, you guys. These are like nice and thick. So I'm going to keep one, and I'm going to purge one. Is there anything else left? Obviously, all the stuff that I said is going to go in the die cut sticker binders. I've got a little bit of work ahead of me. Actually, maybe a lot of work ahead of me. These 2. I have these washi tape rolls that I've kind of rewound onto a piece of plastic. Those are going to go back in the bin. And I also have some snowflake vellum. This is some old stuff from Stampin' Up. Still have a few sheets hanging on there. And then I also have these borders, and I think what I am going to do with these is leave them as is. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave them as is and throw them back in the bin. Okay, so let me go do the binder stuff, and then I'll come back and wrap this video up. Okay, so I did clean out the bins. I did not separate winter from Christmas. It just didn't make any sense. Christmas would be chocker full and winter would be half. But I did put the winter items at the bottom and then the Christmas on top. These are all 12 by 12, so stickers and chipboard. This bin here has everything else that I said I was keeping. Some of the more dimensional stickers that I'm not moving into the die cut sticker binder, the sticker books, all of the foam stickers, that kind of stuff. Washi tape, and then that snowflake paper, which I'm actually just going to put at the bottom. And then basically, like, if you think of it this way, this is the bulky bin, the bulky Christmas bin. Okay, so I am happy with that. Let me show you what the binders look like and what I had to do. I cannot believe I had to do this. I had to go to 2 3-inch binders. Now, are they completely full? No. Okay, so this first binder is kind of miscellaneous. It's not anything specifically by collection. And I do have the winter sort of themed items more towards the front. Now keep in mind that I had started this with the idea of just filling up the pages and not necessarily keeping it organized by collections, so it's a bit hodgepodgey. Like, this is an actual collection. I just don't remember offhand what the name of it is, and this belongs to it. You know, could I go back in and add tabs for those? Yes, I'm not going to bother. The section is really just not that big. And then we move into the Christmas side of things. So I'm going to flip through this for the rest of the video for those of you that are interested. I know I had some of you express interest and wanted to see how my binders were laid out. I also will insert things like this, pocket pages, where perhaps I have like felt and stuff like that that I want to keep track of in here. These are not my favorite, and to be honest, now that I have the magnetic photo album sleeves, I probably would have put the majority of these in there, but things like this little you know, star shaker would not have worked anyways in that, so I just left it as is. Same with the felt, that doesn't really translate. If you're familiar with, I think her name is Tiffany Spalding, she did Totally Tiffany products, and she has what they call the scrap rack, and basically everything that she has embellishment wise, they try and, well, that's not entirely true, but the concept is that you could put everything in a binder. And that doesn't really work for me for the most part, but I do love the binders for stickers and die cuts and even chipboard, especially when, you know, I only have odds and ends left. So again, these were all pre-done beforehand. You know, this is my mind's eye collection. Again, I could put a sticker on here, but I'm not too concerned about this at the moment. I'm just leaving it in here because they just all flow into each other. Like this was a simple stories, but then I've got random items on here, so it is what it is. So that's what I'm treating, or how I'm treating this first binder. I have puffy stickers, I have chipboard. I have found, and I've told you this in previous videos, that some of the stickers don't translate as well as I had hoped. When I had initially tested this, they worked just fine, but I found some of them are just a little bit too sticky. So now, for the most part, I will try and leave the backings on and include them in here. Puffies, I don't seem to have the issue, but in this case, it was easier and faster to just adhere the backing sheet than to transfer everything over. Chipboard, generally with the adhesive on the back, seems to be okay, as in it's tacky enough to hold on to it and strong enough to stay in the book. But if it doesn't come with anything, like these were from Snow and Cocoa, if it doesn't come with anything, I have been using Eileen's Tack It, this stuff, tack it over and over on the back, and that seems to be working okay as well. That is my first binder. Let me show you the second one. So this one is the one that is organized by collection, and I basically have added tabs along the top. It has the manufacturer and then the name of the collection. Some of these I don't actually know the name of the collection, and so I just called it like Photo Play or whatever, and I'm okay with that. And a lot of it is just on page protectors, and I use ATG. I've used some of these magnetic photo albums. I like the magnetic photo album sheets for things that are small, for like acetate or clear vellum, but sometimes if I'm really feeling particularly lazy, I will just use them for anything that I'm putting down. But my preference is actually really the page protectors, just because it's so easy, right? With the magnetic, you have to peel back the cover to pull it up, whereas this is like literally pull it off. And if I want to return it, it's just as easy to add it back. Time will tell over the course if the magnetic album pages will uphold. I don't know if those of you are that have been around a while, when these were the rage for storing photos, know that after a while they kind of lose their stick and things fall out. But yeah, so basically, hopefully that won't happen, but basically, you know, I still have to peel this off and then pull it up to remove it, but it's still better for me than having to dig through a package. It's just not that's not my jam. I don't care to do that. Okay, so we're moving into some creative memories. See, this is one where I've just labeled it Doodlebug. Because it is a very specific look and feel, I don't really care about the collection. Okay, we've got some LE Studios. Now, could I have moved like the hearts and stuff like that to my storage for like enamel dots and little bits, accents and stuff? Yes, I could have, but I also don't think it's a bad idea to have them in here to remind me that, you know, maybe you want to use those items on a page. This is all Hip Kit. I have found with the page protectors that it is better to not overstack them. So some of these, I don't know if I have any examples here, but sometimes, oh yeah, here's an example. So sometimes like I'll just tuck and layer these in to maximize the space. Yeah, that doesn't work for these. If you do put too much in, you get something like this where they fall out, which is not ideal. So let me just find a spot to put this in. You want to make sure with the page protectors that you leave enough space so that the plastic can adhere and that the die cut also has something to stick to. I will quite often, after I apply it, just kind of, you know, do an overall press just to kind of make sure it's got some stickage. This is just a sheet of stickers. Now, could I put this in with my other stickers in those bins? Yeah, I could have, but it's small enough, compact enough that I'd rather have more here and less in the bins, right? Because this is going to be my first go-to when I'm looking for embellishments, is I'm probably going to go to my binders. I've had some of you mention that the binders are not their thing. They never remember to use them. Yeah, if if you can't work this into your process, don't do this, you guys. It's not without its effort, and I would hate for you to do this and then and then realize it doesn't work for you. Yeah. So, anyways, there's some little pretty little studio, some rosies, and then we get into simple stories. And I think that pretty much wraps up with some Vicky Boutin. Okay, so Christmas, 2 binders. 2 3-inch binders. That's a little crazy. Note to self, no more Christmas. Like that's ever worked for me. For those of you that are able to have impulse control, I commend you. I'm not real good at that. Anyways, I'm rambling here. I think that is going to be it for today's video. If you are on an organization journey as I am, I hope this inspires you to tackle something in your space. And until next time, happy organizing.